they're gonna
It's
do
the
it.
Miss Knockout
They're gonna do
Show
it in different
on
ways.
the airwaves. So like, if I share, if I bless, if I the flow, it's the Miss Knockout Show. Now you already know. Hot topics, music, info, and more. If you ain't tapped in, what you came here for? MKO got the vibe, that's a full takeover. From beats to biz talk, yeah, the queen stay in clover. Trending every lane, I'm the glow you can't block. When I drop gems, whole chat goes shock. We don't do brokeify, now we amplify. Stay blessed if I let the energy fly. Hit that tapify, keep it all in the flow. Cause it's the Miss Knockout Show. Knockout Show. Hot topics, beats and the glow. You rockin' with Miss Knockout. Let's go. Amplify, share-ify, bless-ify, give-ify, share-ify, bless-ify, share-ify, let's-ify.
A lot of fun. Everybody, welcome to the Miss Knockout Show. I'm your host, Miss Knockout. All right, and we getting ready to get started and do some things. We got a lot to talk about. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. I'm broadcasting from the NYC, as you can see. All right, we got our coffee on deck. Who else got their coffee? I was up late. I was up late last night. Trying to get the Y down pat. You know, because we starting over here on the Y. So we trying to get the Y down pat. And it's so much to learn. It's so technical, right? So, yeah. So everybody come on in. We got a lot to talk about today.
Notification didn't come to me till an hour later.
Yeah, because as I told you yesterday, I made a mistake. I'm learning.
On YouTube.
Yeah, I know. It didn't go to anybody because, you know, I'm learning. And after the broadcast aired, I realized that it was on, what was it on? That nobody seen it. Unlisted. It was on unlisted. So I forgot to put it on public. All right. It was on unlisted and nobody got to see it. That's why I did the re-air. Yeah. So that's what happened because I'm learning. It was my first one using the technical thing. I mean, I went live on the Y before, but I just point and click. But now I'm learning the technical. Now, if you go look now, Mississippi, because we are on there now, we're all over the place. We're on the F to the BZ, the XEXEX, the F to the BZ, the Y to the B. We all over. We all over.
Go look now.
Yeah, simultaneously. So, you know, I'm learning. It's real technical. It's really technical. And you got to learn it. You know, say my friend Max said he did the same thing one time. He broadcast and he was like, why ain't nobody in here? And it's because he set it to unlisted. So, you know, you got to start somewhere, right? But we're just going to be consistent on all platties. Consistent. And it's a beautiful Saturday. And let's start getting into it, right? So they're saying that Rihanna finally spoke out. I got to do my fact checking. Rihanna finally spoke out. Okay, in the incident. I know she must be really shook up behind that. And they were saying what she was saying was, you know, how did they get so much information? And that is a good question. How did they get so much information? How did they know that Rihanna was home? Her whole family's there. Her mother's there. Her kids are there. You know, something could have went through that wall and really like did some damage, right? Thank you, Capricorn. Everybody come on in. Hey, Charlene is over there. Mississippi's over there. Yes. So, you know, they could have really did some damage, right? So let's go and look at what Rihanna said, all right? So you know, it's saying that Rihanna made a public statement, but we're not seeing an exact public statement from her. You know, sometimes the internet is really weird, right? People just make their own statements and they'll say Rihanna said it, right? So, you know, Rihanna really hasn't made a public statement as of yet, you know what I'm saying? But Chili is making a statement about Michelle Obama. What did Chili say about Michelle? Did y'all see that? So Chili is under fire, and everything's all alleged in Miss Knockout's life. Everything is all alleged. Allegedly, my middle name is alleged. All right, because they out here in these blogger streets making examples out of people, and they won't make an example out of me because they'll get an EBT in a dream. No, I'm just kidding. Right? They get an EBT in a dream. You ain't getting nothing over here. I ain't got it. I ain't got it. So you gotta be careful what you say. Right? So Chili from the group TLC is under fire.
Charlene on her way and Miss Knockout.
Yeah, thank you. So Rosanda Thomas, right, is best
What
known.
did Chili say about Michelle Obama?
Well, I'm getting ready to tell
Did
you.
Robin say sissy?
I'm getting ready to tell you. So, Chili, best known from the group TLC, is facing backlash online after she reposted a controversial Instagram post that promoted a long-running conspiracy about Michelle Obama. Now, Chili, I like you, Chili, but why you did that, Chili? Chili. So Chili refers to her ethnicity as mixed, not as black. Her father is Indian, Bengali, and Arab descent, and her mother is of African American and Native American descent. Chili is so beautiful. She got a beautiful blend, right? She's always gorgeous, right? So according to screenshots circulating across social media, the repost appeared on Chili's Instagram and remained up for
So in high sis.
nearly 24 hours, right? And quickly drawing criticism from fans. Now from fans. Now, what did Chili say? What did Chili say? Well, they got this doggone rumor. I don't know why they started this rumor, right? But I'm going to tell you my theory with it. Now, let me tell you what she reposted. She reposted a post that is all alleged. Michelle, we don't over here. Michelle, we over here. We think you got a oochie coochie between your legs. Okay, so that's not us saying it. It's not a reflection of the Miss Knockout show. But Chili reposted, Michelle Obama registered to vote as a man in 1994, according to Illinois State Board elections. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You got to fact check. You know what I'm saying? The platform don't even look real. What she reposted it from, it don't even look real. Chili, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Chili. So she's facing backfire because I told y'all that they have these rumors out. They did it to Megan Thee Stallion. They did it to Sierra. Sierra done popped out
Charlie
4 babies.
and 7. Hey, sissy poo.
Sierra's making a football team, for doggone sakes. She got a football team. They was running around here saying that Sierra
So
was
ridiculous.
a manification. You know what I'm saying? They were saying that she was a manification. People are men. In the industry, and I've been in the industry since I'm sitting, right? People make up rumors and
Sure.
they call the
We
guys.
all know that those kids look just like their parents.
Okay, I gotta turn this down a little bit because I gotta get this out. Okay, so they say they make up rumors when they don't like you, right? They make up rumors when they don't like you. And a girl, a woman, they'll say that you're allegedly a man, and if you're a guy, they'll say that you are playing for the other team. And both of which is hard to prove. I mean, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna pull your oochie coochie out in the middle of the street? You ain't gonna pull your oochie kuka waka out. So how could you prove, I'm the type of, if you say that about me, I'm pulling it out. I'm pulling it out in the street. Where we at? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a what? Oh, look, there you go. You're gonna see the whole fallopian tubes. Cause homie don't play that. But this is what people do out of meanness. I don't believe it. It looks like wherever she posted it from, it doesn't even look like a real platform. It look like they just making up stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, Chili, why would you repost that, Chili? So now Chili's on the backfire, right? Michelle Obama was born a woman, for the record. She was born a woman. And if you're saying that, then what are you saying about Obama? Don't you think Obama would have known? Is she looking like a man? Michelle Obama is a woman. Okay, these are just rumors that somebody started out of hatred. Come on, Chili. Chili, you shouldn't have did that. Chili. Right? So let's see. So Cherie Whitfield is there's talks in her returning to the Housewives. Now I haven't watched the Atlanta Housewives in a long time. What's going on in Atlanta Housewives? I haven't watched Atlanta Housewives in such a long time. I don't even know what's going on. I haven't even watched Love and Hip Hop in a long time. I don't even know what's going on in Love and Hip Hop. But I seen in Love and Hip Hop they all had these dark umbrellas. So I said, they concentrated on drama and debauchery like they usually do. Okay, you missed the recent season? Yeah, what's up, Shalea? Everybody come on in. I see Charlene over there. Diana Thomas. What's up with Jill? Okay. Oh, yeah. We're live on the Y. We're live on the F to the BZ. We're live on the X. We even live on the X. Okay. Mr. Musk made me pay $11 to go live on the S. Why you do that to me, Mr. Musk? Mr. Musk, why you make me pay $11? Make me what? $11 for that. That blue check don't matter. Everybody got a blue check. Anybody could get a blue check. It don't matter. It used to be that you're a celebrity, you got a blue check. Nah, anybody could get a blue check. But in order for me to go live on the Xification, I had to pay the money. So shout out to Mr. Muskie. He know how to get that money, okay? So let's see what else. So Cherie talks about her going back to Atlanta Housewives. You know, I like Cherie on Atlanta Housewives. Did she ever open up that store? Did Cherie ever? Oh, did you see? Yeah. Where do you see Deanna Thomas at? Oh, I'm on other places. Right, girl? I'm multitasking now. All right. If it don't apply, let it fly. If it don't apply, let it fly. Yeah. That's you? Well, I said, that's me, now, girl. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, so we all over the place. Okay, so now look, y'all. So Cherie might be there was talks about her coming back to Atlanta Housewives, but she declined the offer to return to RHOA. And in parentheses, they got money talks and the BS walks, right? So she said she won't be appearing on the show, which premieres on April 5th on Bravo. I got to catch up with my Atlanta Housewives. I got to catch up on my Love and Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? All that's going on. I want to see what's going on with Kirk and all the Pew Nation with their kid. Remember that? You know, it came and then it went and faded out a little bit, but they're probably going to air what's really going on the show. So I want to check that out. I loved it when Chrissy and Jim Jones was on Love and Hip Hop when it first started. Wasn't that good, y'all? Yeah. So she said, you're not going to see me on Atlanta the next season. She told Access Hollywood during a red carpet event at BravoCon. They got a BravoCon? They got all these conferences, right? Yeah, me too. It was a true story to me. I love Chrissy and Jim Jones. Yeah, I love Chrissy. It's so beautiful, right? They're turning up now in Atlanta. Oh, yeah, they're turning out. I got to catch up. Hip Hop Atlanta. I got to catch up. Yeah, they got Yandy on there. I love me some Yandy. Yandy is a go-getter. If you ever watched her interview where she really talks about her grind in the music business and how she was getting stuff and busting her and Jim Jones down the money, that's how it's supposed to be. We got to learn how to do that. You know what I'm saying? So she says, let's get back to Cherie. Cherie, right? You're not going to see me on Atlanta next season, she told Access Hollywood during a red carpet interview at BravoCon 2025 in last November. Why are we talking about old stuff, right? And so, let me see, is this long? Okay, so Sheree isn't completely opposed to picking up her peach again, but only if the conditions are right. So what do you think she means by conditions? Hey, Daybreak, thank you for the orange heart. You know, she means like that moolah, that money better be right. You know, people want the money, they got it. You know what I'm saying? You got it, you got it, you got it. Bravo, well, spend it. Right? She says, I'm open to it. They asked me to come back in a capacity this season, and I did say no, she said, referring to Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16. Wow. They on 16 seasons already, right? What's up, Petty Ricky? Petty Ricky, you always come in my live, but you never say. You never say hi. You just come in and out like a ship in the night. Right? Cherie usually doesn't let's see what you have a great storyline. She's a supporting cast member. Yeah, she needs some more drama, right? K Michelle is a newcomer. Yeah, but she was on there before, Charlene. Wasn't K Michelle on there? Remember, she shook the table. Oh no, she was on I think it was Love and Hip Hop or Grown Up Hip Hop, one of them. Maybe it wasn't Atlanta Housewives. I don't know. Shakita is here. What's up? Host is here. What's up, y'all? Everybody come on in and get these hot topics. All right. So she says she's open to it if the conditions is right. Right. And then why did she decline to come back to Bravo? And then she says money talks and it wasn't speaking loud enough. She said sometimes you got to know your worth and you got to be able to walk away. At some point, hopefully we could get it together. Cherie is an original housewife. All right. She started the series off. She left or whatever. I mean, how many people want to see Cherie come back? You want to see Cherie come back? Put something in the comments and say, yeah, I want to see her come back. You know, me, I'm the type of girl that I'm taking all denominations. I don't care what they offering. I'm going to take it. Or, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to be choosy on the amount of money. Right? Am I right or wrong? You know, if I'll take a job for an acting job for $200, I'll take an acting job for $500. I'll take an acting job for $1,000 or $200. All denominations are welcome. They all welcome. Hey, Capricorn, everybody come on in. Okay, look, Shalea said it'll be fine without her. Excuse me? Excuse me? Yeah. So this Nicki Minaj got a new claim. Like, look at here. Okay, so what y'all watching Nicki Minaj? I love me some Nicki Minaj. I'll be loving everybody. Don't go by me. I be loving everybody, right? So I love me some Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj got the best bars that ever did it, right? But she's doing what she's doing now. Okay, we can't tell people who to support. They support who they want to support. You might not agree with who they support, but it's a free world and everybody's allowed to support who they want to support. All right. So we got to allow people, you know, to go their way. All right. If they want to take me to your leader, then let them go on ahead and do it. It ain't your life. Right. I'm done with the I know. Right. I know. But we got to talk about the warification, y'all. We got to talk about the warification. The reason why I talk about the war is because y'all need to have knowledge in case we got to suppose we got to grab our knapsack and run into the streets like a wild banshee. All right, we got to watch our back and keep our neck on swivel because these people over in the Middle East, they operate in a particular kind of way. Have you ever heard of sleeper cell? Have you ever? Hey, Chiquita. Let's see what you said, Chiquita. Because you know sometimes they filter your comment, Chiquita. Now, Chiquita, I don't see your comment, Chiquita. What did you say? And remember I told you, okay, I'm loving your hair. I see it. I see it. You like my hair? Everybody like the red hair. This is the knockout coming with the heat here, y'all. Okay, you can check out my new song. I'll put it in the, it's in my link tree. I'll put it in the comments, in the more section. Knockout coming with the heat. Everybody stream it on Spotify. We need some more saves. All right. And if you see on the cover of the song, I have the red hair and we getting ready to go out and do some visuals. And that's why I'm rocking the red hair. Because we getting ready to go outside and we getting ready to start doing some visuals. And then I got to eventually do a video to it. All right. So we starting to rock the red hair, darling. Okay. Oh, let me fix my shirt. All right. So Nicki Minaj had social media buzzing again after posting a series of tweets suggesting that she may be neurodivergent, even hinting that towards that she might be, and everything's all alleged. This is Miss Knockout Live now. We ain't saying this, right? And neurodivergent. What is that? Let's look up the word. Because this is a big word. Does anybody know what neurodivergent means? We're gonna look it up. Let's see. What does neurodivergent mean? What does it mean? Because we want to get it. We want to get stuff right in here. What does neurodivergent mean? Okay, let's see what it means. Let's see what it means. Hey, everybody, come on in. You never heard of it? I never heard of it either. Okay, so it's often described as people with things like ADHD or autism, dyslexia, OCD, Tourette syndrome, and sometimes other learning process differences. All right, so that's what it means. So, you know, I don't like it when they change these heads out. Now, Nicki Minaj never said she was autistic. Okay, get your journalism right. She never said that. And this is what this, that's why I got to tweak stuff as I'm doing it, because these people just be posting any and everything. She never said that she was that. All right. So let's look at what she tweeted. She says, takes my rightful place in society with the rest of my tribe. Okay. Then she said, neurodivergence of Gag City, gather here. So it looks like she ain't saying that she's a neurodivergent. She's calling other people of Gag City to gather here. You see how I don't like the way they turn stuff around. Nicki Minaj never said she was a neurodivergent. She said to gather here. All my people with attention deficit and this and that, and everybody's welcome. She said it's our time, right? And she says begin implementing the payback they never saw coming. Ooh, sound like a threat to me. Who you want to pay back, Nicki? Nicki, they must have in the industry, they be doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. You never know, right? And reads to congregation, and the stone the builder rejected. All right, so then she got the Chucky doll. Nicki puts up that Chucky doll. You ever seen Nicki put up that Chucky doll? You already know what's going on. Okay, she loved putting up that Chucky doll. So yeah, they need to get stuff straight though. Nicki said, she never said that. Okay, blog people. Check your editors. All right, let's move on to the next story. All right. So 50 Cent being petty Eddie again. He put a post hinting that Clarissa Shields might be cheating on Papoose. Now, I think that they caught, from the looks of what I seen, going into everybody's live and looking at the different components of this, it looked like they stirred the pot on her. That girl ain't cheating on Papoose. But you know what it is when you put your relationship out there in the public, right? You're a star. You go out with another person. It's always somebody that want to bust it on up. They want to bust it on up, right? And 50 Cent, my favorite guy, he's petty Eddie, petty Eddie, go 50 from my hood. So, I'm biased. I love me some 50 Cent, right? So the drama between 50 Cent and Papoose went nuclear. They're saying went nuclear. All right. Now, the boxer, Clarissa Shields, is caught right in the middle, right? So, the beef is still going. I thought the beef ended. I thought they apologized and she was all nice to 50. Okay. He better leave Beyonce alone. He's barking up. What did he say against her? I didn't see him say anything to Beyonce. What did he say? He said something to her mother, but he took it down. I don't think he said anything to Beyonce, Red. So this is a guy named Maserati Bud Twist, right? So Maserati Bud Twist is caught up in this. Clarissa Shields and, of course, Papoose is caught up in this. Papoose is one of the greatest rappers that ever did it. I wish he would get heavy back in his rapping bag because he is so, skillful at rapping. He's just becoming known for these going back and forth, and he's so talented, right? Even sidebar, even Angela Simmons got a record out. Did y'all see that? Angela Simmons. Now, I can't play it right now. When we come off the other place, I'll be able to play it. But Angela Simmons, and it looks like it's under Rough Riders record. Wow. So Angela Simmons is Run DMC's daughter. I didn't even know she sang, rap, top to toe or nothing. Right? She got a record out. Yeah. You know, she's nice, beautiful looking girl. She got a nice, smooth voice. She got a voice for it, I'll tell you that much. It's nice, it's smooth, it's buttery. You know what I'm saying? So, according to multiple posts circulating online, a Miami rapper named Maserati Bud. Have y'all heard of Maserati Bud? I don't think I ever heard of him. No shade. No shade. You can't hear about everybody. Right? Her verse was, oh, yeah. Yeah, right? Yeah, I haven't even heard of Angela tapping the toe. Next thing you know, boom, she got a song out. The song is pretty good, though. I must say the song is pretty good, right? According to multiple posts circulating online, a Miami rapper named Maserati Bud allegedly contacted 50 Cent and sent him a series of videos showing himself hanging out with Clarissa Shields, my bad. And it looks like Mr. Maserati, you was being messy, yes, you was being messy. Why, dude? Why you sending 50? You know 50 Cent is going to twist it, turn it, run it, bring it. You know he going to twist it up. Why you setting those doggone? Why you going down the road messing with those people, Maserati? But, right? So he done send the picture. He knew what he was doing when he sent that stuff to 50 Cent. He knew 50 Cent was going to turn it every which way but loose. You knew that, Mr. Bud. You knew it, didn't you? Didn't you know it? I don't think, for the record, I don't think Clarissa messed with that guy. I think it came out that she didn't mess with him, you know. She was just in the same area. Like, we're all human. If you got a man, right, or you got a woman, would you let that woman hang out with other people of different, you know, a man hanging out with women, or you got a girl and she got a friend that's a guy? Are y'all like on it like that, or you don't care? Girl, you sound like a transformer. Talk about 50. Talk about he gonna twist it. Yeah, that's Busta Rhymes. Twist it, turn it. You know what I'm saying? 50 be twisting it up, honey. He be finding stuff that we don't even know exists, right? So 50 Cent associate Maserati Bud released a video of him at a Christmas party. At a house Christmas party with Clarissa Shields, and he plans on releasing more videos. Messy. This comes after 50 Cent's claim that Maserati Bud allegedly, everything's all alleged, him is not. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. The people's and them is saying it. That he smashed Clarissa Shields. I don't believe it for 1 second. I don't believe it. So here she is. I'll play the audio. She said she in her pajamas having a good time. He's in the background talking. And he's saying, remember this? Okay, so she was at a house party having some Christmas fun. But 50 Cent, he got to get it in, baby. All right, that's how 50. So they Clarissa fired back, and Clarissa wasted no time responding, and the undefeated fighter quickly denied the accusation, saying that she never had relations with that dude. Clarissa said, I never had relations with that dude, suggesting the entire situation was being twisted. They're stirring the pot online. And she also made it clear that she isn't taking the accusations lightly. Right? Hey, Miss D, what's up? Because, when stuff like that comes about, even though it's not true, it does disturb the household a little bit. Your man is going to question you like, did you? No, I didn't. I did not. Right? But 50 is doing what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? 50 is doing what he's doing. 50 should have he probably don't have time to do a podcast, but if 50 Cent did do a podcast, he should call it the Trolls Are Us podcast, and then he should get on there and just do what he do. It would just go around worldwide. 50, call me up. I'll executive produce it. All right. We don't have any executive dollars, but we got an executive mind. All right. So, she said she did not have relations with that man. Okay. And then, Clarissa says, allegedly, see, that's why you got to be careful. Everybody's suifying everybody. Okay. I feel like 50 Cent is going after everybody, but T.I. and Damani and King. Yeah, well, they going back and forth with them too. He going back and forth with them. Where you seen that he ain't? He going back and forth with them, girl. You got to really look. You got to look around. It's out there. So 50 Cent, she said, you are getting suified. You can't lie and put bodies on me, right? Can you? And then she says, can you sue somebody for saying you slept with somebody else? Well, yeah, defamation of character is kind of hard to prove, but Cardi B proved it. Right? And the way she proved it was she pulled those medical records up and it said she did not have a disease. And then she probably took a pharmaceutical test and it probably showed she is not taking pharmaceuticals. Therefore, she probably proved it in court and the jury awarded on her side. But ordinarily, it's a lot of he say, she say going on with the defamation. You got to be able to prove it. Right? So yeah, so the saga continues with Clarissa and 50, aka Fafty. I like to call him Fafty. Okay, going on. Wow. So 50 just got the Energizer battery in his butt. I don't know where do you find time, 50, to do all of this? You got these big shows. You doing appearances. Where do you find time to do this, 50? I need to take some time management courses from you. So let's see. Oprah is addressed in she's all over line. I think Oprah looks good. She lost the weight, right? She looks good, and she explains why her and Gayle King were walking like they were 90 at Fashion Week, because everybody was like making comments about how she walked. In my mind, I kind of knew as common sense that you doing all this walking from the car to the car, and probably them funyuns was hurting. You know how you have them bunions or whatever on your feet, and them you walking all around and your feet get sore, right? So Oprah and a longtime friend, but I think she looks good, Oprah. I think she looks good with the weight off. I think that once you start, it happened with me. Once you start gaining that weightification, all the stuff starts setting in. You know what I'm saying? Diabetes, high blood pressure. Once you lost all of my family members, she lost like 40-something pounds. And the high blood pressure went right away. Have y'all ever seen that? If you got high blood pressure or any kind of allegedly, I'm not a doctor, but the main thing you should focus on is losing weight. Because, once you start gaining that weight, right? Once you start gaining that weight, Red is funny. All the problems set up. So Oprah Winfrey said that, that they were spotted sitting in the front row of major shows, including Chloe and Stella. They got all the fashion shows going on now. And they quickly went viral after the videos circulated online showing them walking slowly through the venue, prompting jokes on social media about their pace. While Winfrey's stunning look also caused plenty of conversation, she later laughed it off, walking like she was 90 by explaining why she and Gayle King hobbled around. And here's what she said. Let's play the clip.
At UNESCO this morning, Chloe's Kamina Kamali delivered a Paris Fashion Week collection she called the Devotion Collection. And the clothes...
Okay, so maybe that's not the clip of her saying it. So I'll just tell you what she said. Okay, so at 72, yes, Oprah is 72 years old, darling. Okay, she's still kicking like a chicken. Go on ahead now, Oprah. Go on ahead now. Everybody come on in. I see LA Lisa. Everybody come on in. Let's see what we got over here. Because I'm reading. I ain't look at the comment. Hey, Deshaun. What's up with you? Diana's still over there. Okay, multitasking. Charlene. Everybody come on in. All right. So, what did Oprah say? So she's 72 years old. All right, she still got all her faculties intact. Thank you, Red. Everybody bless her 5 minutes knockout so she won't be brokified. All right. And she looked better than ever while attending Paris Fashion Week 2026. The best friends were dressed to impress for the event and appeared to have a great time together. Unfortunately, their slow walk garnered negative reactions. You know, people always going to say something negative online. I'm sure they're used to it. And Winfrey addressed the criticism with a funny explanation. On the net, you know, people drag you on the internet, Winfrey told the crowd following Paris Fashion Week, as seen in the clip posted by Jay. It's not Jay. Oh, let's see. Is this the guy? Is this Jay's not Jay? Right? I don't know if that's Jay's not Jay. I wanted to play it, but it doesn't seem like Oprah's talking, so I stopped it. All right? So they were dragging me, and this is Oprah talking. She said, they were dragging me and Gail because they were like, look at them. They're walking like they're 90 years old. And Oprah Winfrey explained how they entered the Chloe fashion show, and a stylist had just handed her a pair of Chloe sunglasses to wear. Now, I wear glasses or I wear contacts. The media mogul to continue. So those were not prescription glasses. So I didn't know where I was walking and I could not see. So everybody who said you're walking like you're 90, I could not see. Oprah said she couldn't see, y'all. That's why she was walking like that. All right. So that explains it. So, you know, so she said, I couldn't see. Tell me where we're walking. I can't see. The audience then erupted in laughter at the revelation. So she wasn't walking because, you know, she was feeling a certain kind of way because she's 70-something years old. She was walking like that because she couldn't see, y'all. Okay, y'all leave Oprah alone. Leave Oprah alone. Leave her alone. All right, so let's get into some more stuff, y'all. Everybody come on in. All right. I can relate to that. Yeah, sometimes you put, hey, Aileen, what's up with you? Sometimes you put some dark glasses on. Don't put glasses on in the club. You might bump into a pillar or something, right? And it happened to me when I'm outside. I put my shades on and everything's all dark. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So did the Oscars air yet? Did the Oscars air yet? Yes or no, y'all? Thank you, Spooky. Hey, Spooky. Hey. All right, so let's see what else we got going on. Everybody come on in, everybody tapify, everybody shareify. Welcome to the live. If you're just coming in, it's Miss Knockout. We are doing hot topics, baby. Okay, it's tomorrow. Oh, it's tomorrow. All right, we might check that out. The Oscars is tomorrow. Are y'all hoping that Tiana Taylor win? Tiana Taylor been doing her thing. Tiana Taylor been doing her thing. Okay, so see, Selena Powell is talking again. That's the one who was hanging out with Offset, and she was lending him money, and then she said he was gamblifying and come back with more money. She's saying that Offset brings up Cardi B all day. Well, he should. That's his ex-wife. What you thought? If you was married to a guy, and they was married for years, and you broke up, I would figure at some point you gonna bring a mother hubba up. Am I right or am I wrong? Right? So of course he's bringing her up. This is his ex-wife. So Selena Powell, and that's the girl who be all around exposing people, taking selfies of her and the peoples in them in the bed and going on podcasts and throwing them over the bus, under the bus, and all through the bus with no transfer. All right? Very pretty girl. Right? I don't know why these guys mess with this girl and they know what she's going to do. It's like that girl. Remember who remember Cat Stacks? Do y'all remember Cat Stacks? What happened to Cat Stacks? What happened to Cat Stacks? Who remembers Cat Stacks? She exposed Snoop. Oh, yeah, she did. Selena is another chick that needs counseling. She needs counseling, Damali? Yeah. Cat Stacks from years ago. I remember Cat Stacks, y'all. She came after Corinne Steffens. Corinne Steffens was the first one that did it, that was exposing people. Then it was Cat Stacks. Now it's Selena Powell is the Corinne Steffens of today. Only thing, she's not writing books or anything. Corinne is really intelligent, really smart. She got best-selling books, honey. Okay? She ain't just Miss Super D, or super, what they call a superhead. She's selling books. So she says, Selena Powell says, talking about Offset, when the cameras are down, he's not online. All this man wants to do is go gamble for vacation, read between the lines, because, you know, we on the clock, some words they don't like, and F and cuddle, and talk about Cardi B all day. So Cardi B is living rent-free in Offset Ed? I bet she is. He want his own thing back. Ow. Okay, Powell said during an interview that's all he wanted to do. And then she continued a story about their conversations, claiming the topic of Cardi B often came up unexpectedly. So let's see. Is this a clip?
Cameras are down. He's not online. All this man wants to do is go gamble and fuck and cuddle and talk about Cardi B all day. That's all he want to do. Okay?
I can agree with all of that. Besides, talking about Cardi, I'm not gonna do that. If you want to
talk
gamble
about Cardi B all damn day.
yeah.
And if you're down to listen, I could be like house weather. You'd be like,
Hey, Cindy.
You know what? I think it's cold with Cardi.
Thank you, LA
And you know what? Fuck that bitch. Because when I was with her, it was warm. Like,
Not F. Oh, come on now. We ain't gonna do that, Selena. What you mean? Cardi's the girl. Leave Cardi alone. So yeah, so now they got pictures on X of her in the bedification with Offset. I wish I could show it to you. You could go on the X and watch it. Oh, it's a video. Selena Powell made a tape last night, and all you heard was him in the video. Offset, you sleepy boy. Let's see. Oh, she got a video of him sleeping. So she got a video of Offset sleeping in the bed. She got her foot all propped up on him. Come on, man, get your boy. Get your boy, Quavo. Get your boy. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. Get your boy, Quavo. Come get your boy. He out here in these doggone X Street acting up. Thank you, Cindy. Hey, thank you so much, Cindy. How you doing today? What's up? What's up, buddy? Love is in the building. Everybody come on in. All right, so let's see what else we got to talk about before we go to the warification. All right, we got to go to the warification. So let's see what we got to talk about, honey. So we talked about Chile. We talked about Oprah. All right. So let's get into the war is still going on. The war is still dragging out. How long y'all think this war is going to last? Do you give it a month, a week? I just wish it wasn't going on. All right. So let's do some war updates. And we're going to play some sound clips and we'll watch it over here, but in other place, we'll just hear it. Okay. So let's get some updates on some wars, the war going on, because we need to know what's going on. Okay. Hold on. Let me go to my notes. Let's see. Hold on. Hey, Spooky. Thank you so much, Spooky. Thank you. Everybody come on in. We're doing hot topics right now. And make sure if you're new, make sure you follow me. Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to the super fans and everybody. Let's get it on in the knockout community, branching out worldwide. All right. You want to get in here when you fit in here, and we're going to grow the community to no limits. All right. So everybody join the super fans. Everybody get your orange heart. Everybody put hashtags, vacations in the comments, and let's get this room pushed out. All right. So, let's see what's going on in the war. I know Miss Candace is talking up. They were summoning up Miss Candace, and Miss Candace appeared, but she's talking about the Charlie Kirk guy a lot. You know, why is she so bent on the Charlie Kirk? That woman must have did it. You know, I thought they were all friends at first. And then Charlie Kirk is no longer with us, and now all of a sudden, you know, she's ripping her a new one. What happened, y'all? Maybe I got to go to my notes and find out what happened. Right, so here's the war update for 2014 Saturday. You know, the man that we don't talk about that starts with a T. All right, Chelsea, hey, Spooky. It's going to be a long, right, it's going to be a long vampire summer. It surely is. Okay, she knows something we don't know. Yes, she probably knows. A lot of people know stuff that we don't know. A lot of, like, I want to know why Obama thinks that there's aliens. The host didn't ask that. So what Obama said when I watched that interview, he said, there's aliens, but it's not in Area 51. Well, Mr. Obama, why do you think that? But the host never asked him why he think that. He just went on to another topic. Shame on you, host. Ask good questions. All right? So, the biggest development today that the U.S. says it's struck more than 90 Iranian military targets on Karg Island, which is a major escalation because Karg is tied to most of Iran's oil export system. Now, everything goes back to the oil. They said gas. I was talking to my friend today. My friend said gas went up 30 cents. How much is it in California? LA Lisa, do you drive? Who's in California that drives? I heard the gas is up in California. Is that true? Is the gas up in California? $7. Wow. And how much was it before, y'all? So it's $7 now, the gas. How much was the gas before? Look at that. We'll all be on skateboards and bikes and electric bikes before it's all done. All right? Knockout, bringing the heat. Yeah, Spooky. Yeah. I was on my boys live. We're going to get back to this and we're talking about the war right now. Everybody come on in. I was on my boys live. Big Seven. Shout out to Big Seven. He got a music review. So if you ever see him live, go on over there. He got a nice little community. And the people in them gave me all A's. They gave me A plus on my record. People was feeling my record. And then some people gonna come in and give it a C. Right? I said, people just want to drag you down. You've seen everybody else giving my record an A and you decided to give it a C for what? When I did the rap part on my record, I said, I'm not going to do the rap part as coming from being the best lyricist. Because the best lyricist, you got to be real strategic now. The best lyricist isn't selling, right? It isn't selling. You know what I'm saying? You got to dumb your lyrics down because I'm trying to get that WKTU bag. I'm trying to get it on all stations, not just the hood stations. Yeah, so I did, made my rap lyrics simple so people can sing along with it. I didn't want to go abolical for follicle, holicle. I know what I'm doing. I'm a smart chick. So they're going to give me some C. Somebody came in and gave me a C. Everybody just was like, what? Like, come on. He was a hater. He was a hater. A hater. Yes, I made the rap part for WKTU, not for you. Okay, I'm trying to get to the bag. All right, when you go worldwide, they don't understand that for follicle. The best lyrics doesn't sell now. You got to be real strategic. It's an R&B record. So I didn't want to go too lyrical on it, so I kept it simple so that people could sing along with it. You got to be strategic these days. That's why my song is getting picked up on. It just got picked up for a movie. It just got picked up for fitness chains. My song is getting picked up for licensing like crazy. Because it's by design. I know what I'm doing. I've been in the industry since 16 years old. I had to learn something by now. Hell, I'm almost 1 billion years old. I started at 16. I had to learn something by now. And what I learned is, in this day and age, skill set doesn't sell. Simple sells. Okay? So I didn't make the rap lyrics for you. I made it for WKTU. Okay? So let's catch that T. Anyway, shout out to Big Seven. I got A's across the board. You know what I'm saying? One monkey don't start no show. I still got an A average. So let's get back to the warification. So the war is still going on. Okay, unless you've been under the rock, you know about the war. You should know about the war. You should be aware of what's going on. You got to be mindful where you go this summer. We want to have a fun summer. I like to go to free concerts. So why I got to think before I go to a free concert. Why I gotta have something in my mind? Oh, you better be careful because, you know, people might target crowds, this place, that place, because he done went down there and messed with them people down the road. Why you went down there and messed with them people, Mr. T? Why you messing with those people? We want to have fun this summer. We don't want to be watching our back, the front, the back. We want to have fun. We don't want to be keeping our neck on swivel. We already got to keep our neck on swivel through life, period. Right? Hey, what's up, T-Bop? We already got to keep our neck on swivel. Now you went down there and messed with those doggone people, right? Hot girl summer. Yeah, it's going to be hot, all right. It's going to be a hot summer. It's going to be a hot vampire summer. Yo, you done went down the road. You messing with those people. The gas is going up. We got to watch where we going. We got to watch what we doing because of you. We're losing our young people. Our young people are getting injured for what? For what? Because you done went down the road and messed with those people. Stop it. So let's get into it. So here's the biggest development in the war. Okay, the U.S. says that it struck, everything's all alleged in Miss Knockout's Live. My middle name is alleged. Alleged, okay? The U.S. said it struck more than 90 Iranian military targets on Karg Island, which is a major escalation because Karg is tied to most of Iran's oil export system. Now, if you don't know, I'm going to tell you, Iran has over 2 billion barrels of oil and counting. What's up, David? How are you doing? Hey, Hancock. Hey, David, I'm over here on the Y. David, go look at the Y. You're probably going to be proud of me, David. You're going to be proud of me. I'm on the Y. I got my banner. I made my own banner on it. I'm getting the power. Even though yesterday I went on the Y, right, David? I went on the Y, right? I didn't realize I had my settings set to unlisted. Right? Yeah. I didn't realize I had my settings set to unlisted yesterday, David, and I broadcast to myself. I was like, why nobody's coming in? Nobody loves me. And then I looked at the end of the broadcast, it was set on unlisted. I was like, damn, So yeah, so I reposted it. All right, y'all. So come on in. Let's get these hot topics going on. Miss Knockout on the check-in, all my newbie boobies. Make sure you follow me. We got 67 people in the room. I want you to blessify Miss Knockout so she won't be broke-ified. All right? Everybody follow me on the clock at Miss_Knockout. All right, come on over and sign up. I'm on there every day. And then now we all over. We all over every day. We on the Xification. We on the F to the BZ. We on the Y to the TZ. And we on, what else we on? And the face to the BZ. Okay? Now we got to talk like that because the clock is really, strickified. They really strickified. So we got to talk like that. Okay, girl, you got a whole set. Yeah, I got a whole setup. I did it myself. Red is Diana, right? You Diana, right? I want to call you, you need to change your name to Red over there. Change your name to Red. Red, don't put your government, the clock is clocking. Yes. How you? I'm doing good, Juicy. Hey, everybody come on in and come get this tea. Even though we drink coffee today, come and get that tea. All right. Trish is here. What's up, Trish? All right. I'm multitasking. So if y'all saying I don't see that name over here, this. If it don't apply, let it fly. Okay. We multitasking. We all over the place. All right. So now look. We're getting ready to go back to the warification, all right? I want to give you the updates because I want you to have the news that you can use, all right? And, yeah, so we over at the clock. I did all my own graphics. Did I do a good job? Red, did I do a good job? You like to hear? Thank you, Red. This is my knockout coming with the heat here, okay? We got the knockout coming with the heat here. Oh, wait, what? Oh, we need some more edge glue, all right? But we got the knockout coming with the heat here. All right. I'm going to go back to natural, but we got to go out and do some visuals, right? Fabulous job. Did you go to the Y, Aileen? Did you go to the Y? You seen it? Yeah, I did all my graphics. I did my background. I did the border. You know what I'm saying? I'm a quick study. Like once I get into something, once I get into something, I'm a very quick study. So I learn quick, right? Yesterday I had a little flubber blub. Okay. And girl, it must be two reds in here. It must be two reds. Well, it is two reds. I'm red too. Look, I'm red too, red. So, yesterday I had a little flub, Dave. I put it on unlisted, and I didn't even know. Mississippi came in there. She said, I didn't even get the notification. I'm like, nobody got the notification because I was talking to myself because there is no one to talk to. I was like, nobody loves me. Come to find out, I had the doggone thing set to unlisted. So, I'm learning. I am learning. So, it's real technical. You got to set it up through a third party. All right, let's get back to the hot topics. We are talking about the warification now because Mr. T done went down there and messing with those people. Go down the road and mess with those people, Mr. T. We can't enjoy our summer. Collard greens, I want cornbread. But here you go down that street messing with those doggone people, and we can't have a day of peace with you. Every time I turn around, you marching down my timeline with some other BS. Damn it. Right? Thank you, Liz. Everybody come on in and get your heartification. Get your doggone super fan on. All right? So, oil always comes up in this scenario. Oil always comes up. If you don't notice or not, it's always coming up. 200 billions of barrels of oil on the wall. Right? What's up, DJ Jones? Everybody come on in. So, the U.S. says that it struck more than 90 Iranian military targets, 90 of them now, messing with those people, on Karg Island, and that's Kharg. I never heard of this island, but we're hearing about it now. And it was a major escalation because Karg is tied to most of Iran's oil export system. Now, what does that mean? It means the gas is going to go up again because he down there messing with those doggone people. The Taliban are man. Messing with those people, Mr. T. Right? So the Reuters says CENTCOM described the targets as military sites, while separate reports say that the strike raises fears of a wider energy disruption of oil facilities are being hit and shipping gets worse in the Gulf. That means it's going to be hard for them to ship the oil out because you down there messing with those daggone people. Okay, y'all better get your bus. I can't say Metro cards no more, but you better go get scooters or bikes or whatever. Messing with him, right? Thank you, Andrea. Everybody, come on in. Happy Saturday. Hey, what's up? Spread joy, peace. Hi, Andrea. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you, everybody. Come on in and grab a seat. We're doing hot topics, right? So the conflict is now being described as entering its third week, and AP reports, they're asking me for a dog. Hold on, clock is like asking me to verify myself, but they see me in the camera. You see me in the camera, and you want me to verify myself. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? All right, let's get back to it. So, hold on, let's get back to it. Okay, so, being that they are bombifying those doggone places where the oil is at, that means our oil is going to go up and up and up and up. And soon you ain't going to be able to drive the car. You're going to be on a queue footy. Okay? Even, think about this, even the buses got to fuel up. We need oil for our house. It's still wintertime. I heard that it's a storm coming in New York. Did y'all hear about it's a storm coming? They said it's a storm coming in New York. Okay, so we're entering the third week, and Iran is openly warning the UAE after accusing the U.S. of launching attacks on the Emirati territory. Iran reportedly told civilians to evacuate major UAE ports, including Jebel Ali Khalifa. Remember, the Khalifa is the tallest building. Trump, if you got people that's going to mess with that tallest building, you know what, Trump? They're messing with that people and they messing around the Khalifa. And the Furjara, which is a major sign. Alexa, be quiet. Which is a major sign that this can widen beyond Iran, Israel, and direct U.S. strikes. That means other people might get involved. Because you down there messing with those doggone people. Damn it. Okay, on the diplomacy side, there's reports that Mr. T rejected attempts to start ceasefire talks. Now, why do you think that he's rejecting attempts to start the ceasefire talks? Because there's still the EpiPen talks going on. The EpiPen talks are still going strong. He don't want to cease fire because he don't want to, he want to keep it going, the distraction, like a mother hubber, okay? Even some of the regional states have been trying to push for mediation. Everybody wants mediation so we can have peace and enjoy our summer. But no, you got to keep messing with those people. Right? So, everybody wants the ceasefire talks to go on. Even some regional states have been pushing for mediation at the same time. It's also reported that David Sachs reportedly argued the U.S. should declare victory and get out. Just say you won and get out, Mr. T. What you down there messing with those people still for? Say, I want to get out. No, that's all you want to say. All right? So David says that, he should declare victory and get out, which shows that there are visible differences inside the broader U.S. political conversation about how far this should go. Now, in my mind, I think the name that starts with a T wants to keep this going to November because in his mind, he thinks that that's going to disrupt the midterms. Okay? Well, let me tell you something, homeboy. Ain't nothing disrupting them midterms, baby. Ain't nothing disrupting them midterms, sir. They're going to be rising out the grave to vote in the midterms. Okay? All right, you're going to get votes you never even seen before. You're going to be like, who is this? They not even here with us and they voting. The midterms will go on. What's up, love for all? Thank you for the heart. Everybody come on in, right? So the Strait of Hormuz remains one of the biggest pressure points, reporting that there's rising fears around shipping and oil exports and regional spillover. The U.S. Department has also issued current cautionary guidance for Americans in the Middle East because of the conflict and possible travel disruptions. So once again, they're saying that there's going to be a disruption in the way we get our oil because he down there messing with those people. Thank you, love for all. Thank you so much. Everybody show Miss Knockout some love. She over here working hard. I think I'm even sweating today. It's hot in her. All right? So, that's what's going on. So, let's see if we could get some sound clips going. Let's see. Let's see if we could get some sound clips going of what's going on in the war. All right? Now, hold on. Hold on. Everybody come on in. Everybody Tapify. Everybody Sharefy. And if you can, make sure that you join the super fans. Oh, I gotta get some more coffee. I don't really like this coffee I got. I like the Spanish coffee. What's it called, y'all? That's in the orange. It's in the orange and the yellow container. It's like yellow. What's it called? I think it's like espresso. Bustelo. I like the Bustelo, you know. Yeah. All right. So now, let's see. So let's do an Iran update. Hold on. We're going to do a more of an Iran update. Then we're going to go into this Bustelo. Yeah, I like the Bustelo. Okay, so let's get into it. What's really happening with the war? Let's see. So let's go here. All right, hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right, wait, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Eyes are coming. All right, so let's do a little war update. All right, with some visuals. It'll be sound bites in the other places. Over here, it'll be visual because you know the other places. Sometimes we can't do certain. You know, they got their rules and the clock got their rules, so we got to abide by both rules. All right, so let's get into it. Let's see. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it.
These transforming glasses automatically
let's
adjust
put it in
what
the
you're
speaker.
looking at. All glasses have this tiny flaw, but we fixed it. You see, the
All right,
lenses inside
everybody.
prescription glasses all have fixed
Hold on.
diopters.
Battery
The other
50%.
glasses-
Everybody comment in comedy.
C-H-E-L-L-E-V-R-A-C-Y.
Oh, what's type of fire by share?
Continuing operation here line here in our CBN News studio. I'm Chris Mitchell along with Joshua Swanson, our CBN News Middle East correspondent. Hard to believe it's been almost 2 weeks since the beginning of this war.
Hold on, I gotta
Today's
open a
program,
window,
We're
y'all.
going to be having
We're
Senator
listening.
Ted Cruz, Senator from Texas, CBN Chief Political Analyst David Brody, CBN News correspondents Paul Petit and Julie Stahl. And here and later there will be questions. If you have any questions, please enter those questions in the chat. And before we get
Everybody
to all
come
that,
on
here's
in.
the latest from our Jerusalem news desk.
The war with Iran is now entering its 13th
We're
day,
talking about
with
the
all
war,
sides
y'all.
escalating military operations. Israeli and American forces continued striking targets across Iran Thursday. The Israel Defense Forces say their airstrikes have targeted Iran's drone operations and members of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps' Busi paramilitary force.
Wow.
The IDF says Israel has destroyed more than 250 Iranian
Thank you for the
drones and
follow.
thousands of launchers since the
Thank
fighting
you.
began.
Thank you, Carolyn.
U.S. Central Command says American forces have struck roughly 6,000 targets, including more than 90 Iranian.
Now look at all those airplanes and stuff they got going out for this small country. Iran is not like the U.S. It's not all big and spread out and stuff like us. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you for the heart, Carolyn. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Look at all that they're just being bullies.
Naval vessels,
They're being
about
bullies,
60
y'all.
ships and 30 mine layers. Iran launched at least 6 missile barrages toward Israel throughout the day Thursday, sending millions of Israelis from Eilat in the south to Kiryat Shmona in the north, running for bomb shelters. Overnight, Israel also faced rocket fire from the north. Hezbollah launched rockets into Israel, striking the Arab town of Zarzir near the Lebanese border. Israel's Magen David Adom ambulance service says
Wow.
about 30 people were injured in the attack.
Look at that. y'all.
Inside Iran, Iran's newly declared supreme leader Mojtaba Khamenei has yet to appear publicly since taking power after the death of his father. In a statement read on Iranian state television, he vowed retaliation for the strikes. "I assure you we will not neglect avenge blood of martyrs," Khamenei said. But Medialine reports a source from Tehran says the message contained errors and may have been dictated by Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps, raising
Now look at all those people that's out in the street. Like, thank goodness, like on our side, we don't have to be in the streets like that, but we still gotta watch out for them, right? I am so lucky to be in the U.S. for real. Yeah, because look how they gotta be out in the streets like that. Imagine if we had to be in the streets like that. Imagine if you had to pack up and run out of your house where you lived at for years and years and years, and you got to pack yourself up and run in the streets like wild banshees. This is really sad, right? David's back. Hey,
Questions
David.
about Khamenei's condition. President Donald Trump also weighed in on the status of Iran's new supreme leader. When asked in a Fox News radio interview whether he's I think he's damaged, but I think he's probably alive in some form. But tragic news: U.S. military 4 explorers of air were killed when it
Oh,
crashed
see?
in Iraq.
Oh my
The
gosh.
crash is being investigated, but it
Goodness
wasn't due
gracious.
to enemy or friendly fire. In Israel, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed the war during a press conference
Thank you,
Thursday.
Shima. Thank
He
you.
warned Israel's enemies that the region is undergoing a dramatic shift.
See?
This is no longer the same Iran.
They
This is no
translated
longer
it.
the same Middle East. And this is also not the same Israel. We initiate an attack with force.
While the war continues overseas, U.S. authorities are also confronting violence tied to the broader conflict at home.
See?
In Michigan, an armed man ran
Messing
his
with
vehicle
those
into Temple, Israel, one of the nation's largest synagogues. Federal officials say the suspect, 41-year-old Ayman Mohammed Ghazali, was a naturalized U.S. citizen born in Lebanon. Synagogue security officers shot and killed him after the vehicle crashed into the building and caught fire. Everyone at the synagogue
Wow.
was safe, including the 140
Look at that,
students at
y'all.
the Early Childhood Learning Center. The FBI is now heading the investigation.
Now listen to how they said Early Childhood Learning Center. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. That means there's kids involved. Innocent kids. Innocent kids are involved.
into the attack.
And I can confirm that we are leading the investigation right now as a targeted act of violence against the Jewish community.
And in a separate assault earlier in the day in Virginia, investigators say a deadly shooting at Old Dominion University is being treated as a terror-related
See?
attack.
See?
Authorities say
So it starts.
36-year-old
Like
Mohammed Bailey
somebody said in the comment, and thus it begins. Now that happened over here. Now that's not over there. That's over here. This is how they're gonna get us. By doing these little sneak attacks everywhere. You gotta watch where you're going now. I like to go to free concerts in the park in the summertime and bring y'all along and stream. But now we got to be careful because the man that starts with a T is going on down there messing with those people. Now look at it, had a pum at the university.
Jalot opened fire inside a classroom during an ROTC session, killing a retired military officer and wounding 2 others, before ROTC students subdued and killed him. Jalot was a former Virginia National Guardsman who previously pleaded guilty in 2016 to attempting to provide material support to ISIS. He was released from prison just over a year ago in December of 2024. Officials say he shouted Allahu Akbar before carrying out the attack. CBN News was on the scene and spoke with students who described the terrifying situation.
I was in my chemistry lab when all of a sudden I hear people running and screaming outside saying that the shooter. So I'm looking around trying to see how everybody's processing what's going on, if this is real. And my team's like, okay, we all need to gather up.
Wait, homeboy said he was looking around to see how stuff was processing. I would have been processing my foot running in front of each other. Like, homeboy, you doing the wrong thing. You supposed to be ducking and running and hitting the floor.
Backroom and hide.
You talking about
Harris said the experience has left many students shaken.
I really don't want to go back to class. This is a pretty traumatic experience for
He don't want to go back to class.
As the war between Israel and Iran continues to intensify, the conflict is increasingly no longer confined to the Middle East, with security concerns now stretching from the Persian Gulf to American cities.
You know, Joshua.
Now look at that. See? So now you going down there, you messing with these people, and now they're hitting us on U.S. soil. And they're going to have other incidents in the U.S. because he's going down there messing with those people. Now, let's see if there's any more terrorist attacks in the U.S. related to the war. Okay, so let's see if there's any more things that's going in here. So that one I think is in Virginia. This guy said that he's scared to go back to class. He done paid his money for college, And now you scared to go. I serve my country, and all that you all talk about is no joke. We face death at a blink. That's right. That's right. And think about what he just said. You got all these young cats on the line that's facing death on the blink of an eye when they could be somewhere bettering themselves in their life and with their family. Over what? Over what? What's the reason? He hasn't come up with a reason yet. What is the reason? I'm surprised they didn't mention why, because his parents passed. Oh, yeah? Yeah, so we're going to keep our eye watch on the war. Okay, we're going to keep our eye watch on the war. All right, so let's go over to Nancy Guthrie. Okay, I think there's some more breaking news with Nancy Guthrie going on. Everybody coming in, everybody tapify, everybody shareify, everybody likeify, and make sure you join the super fans if you can. All right, so I believe there's new developments in Nancy Guthrie. Nancy Guthrie, for all that don't know, is the mother of Savannah Guthrie, who is a television host on the Today Show. She took a little break. I think she's taking a little leave because they're trying to find her mother. Her mother disappeared, right? Her mother disappeared, right? Hiding the truth. They always hiding the truth from us. The truth is not in them. The truth ain't in them. Hey, Tracy, come on in. So let's look at some Nancy Guthrie updates. We haven't revisited her in a few little days, all right? They did have some new developments, and we're going to talk about that now. Everybody come on in. Okay, they're saying new security images were uncovered in the case. All right, so let's see. Let's see. So there's new security footage. Now remember, she didn't have like her subscription. She didn't renew her subscription, right? So they had to go and get the footage or information from the company. Okay. So let's go over this new security footage that was uncovered in the Nancy Guthrie case. In the meantime, everybody tapify, everybody shareify, everybody likeify. Hey, Chi. Hey, I wish I could tell you how much fighting is going on day and night, nonstop. Yeah, look, I could only imagine. I could only imagine fighting nonstop. These kids are human. You know, they might be young kids, but they're still human. So Nancy Guthrie, 84, mother of Today, co-host anchor Savannah Guthrie, has been missing from her Tucson area home since February 1st, 2026. Let that sink in. February 1st. My, that's a long time. You know, as time goes on, man, we just losing so much hope as time goes. You know, we just losing so much hope. This woman needs medication. She has ailments going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, why aren't we on this case like we should be? Why are these people getting away with taking this woman and her never to be found like this? They only see what they want us to see, not the truth. Of course, like they downplaying the injuries. They downplaying the injuries. There's much more injuries going on that they let on. Why? Because they don't want to scare the people, and the truth ain't in them. They always hiding the truth from us. If we knew all the stuff that they knew, right? We'd probably be out in the streets raising hellification. We'll be out in the streets raising hell if we knew all the stuff that they knew. Okay. I read that she had some kind of ties to the file, but I'm not 100 on that. Well, let me tell you what ties there is to the file. And everything's all alleged. Everything's all alleged because I said my theory and they said, oh, I'm not blaming nobody. Only thing we could give is theories because we don't know right now. So back, and I said this before, but I'm going to repeatify it, right? The devil hides the truth. Yeah, the devil does hide the truth. And the devil also comes in everything that you love. Money, greed, fame, you name it, right? Oh, girl, you got a whole... So, back in 2019, and a lot of people don't realize that, Miss Savannah Guthrie interviewed the victims of the Epi files. And it's in the Epi files that it wasn't liked that she interviewed the victims of them in the Epi files. And some of the victims that she interviewed way back then, 2010 is right before the pandemic, is some people was accusing the man that starts with a T of doing some things. And we all know that that man that's going down there messing with them people likes to get his lick back on people that did things that he don't like, doesn't he? So we need to look in all areas, because sometimes the plot thickens and sometimes the plot twists, and sometimes they'll have you looking over here when you should be looking over here, but they don't want you to look over here, so they keep your head and they switch it over here. Every time you look over here, they go like this. Oh no, look over there. And you'd be like, no, what's up? No, look that way. They don't want you to look over there. But see, I look at all things. So she interviewed those victims, and you know who didn't like that. So how am I going to get back at her? Just a theory. I'm just saying, whoever did this, why are they having a hard time finding that one? Because it was done by somebody who is of a high skill set of getting away with crimifications. A high skill set. It's not somebody that's out here on these body cams doing dumbified crimes. It's somebody that has intelligence level of getting away with things. Because why we can't find them? Why we can't get clues? They talking about they find the glove, then the glove disappeared, and it's here, and it's there, and there's blood there, and then what happened with the blood, and who had the blood on them? What's going on? They keep you looking over here when you should be looking over there, but you ain't looking over there. And that's why I believe that they ain't making any leeway finding her, because they got y'all looking over here and not over there. She interviewed those victims. They did not like that. They don't like nobody talking to them victims. They don't like nobody talking to them. It's a whole string of women of old videos. I was just looking at them one after another. 8 years ago, 10 years ago, 7 years ago, talking about that person who's going over there messing with them people, done did all kinds of things, and they hushified them up. There's a reason why they can't figure out what happened to that woman. This is not normal people that did this. These are people of high level skill set that did this. This is not your normal, everyday, dumbified criminals just doing stuff. These people got experience. Hey, what's up, pedos? Everybody come on in. These people got experience. They have of experience level, intermediate, maybe expert level of doing what they're doing. Like they were sent there by somebody. Take care of them. Right? That's how tax dollars play. Yeah, our tax dollars is going to looking for her. The tax dollars is going down there of him messing with those people. You know how much money they're spending on this warification every day? You know how much money you're going to be spending if you got a car trying to get gas? Because it's so high. Because they are blowifying up where the oil resides. And they can't ship it out because he down there messing with them folks. You think you're going to mess with those folks to November. That's what you think. But it ain't going to last to November. It is now March. It's no way that a warification is going to last in November, sir. You should have started in October. And the midterms will go on, and we will make sure of it. We're going to make sure those midterms go on. If nothing else don't go on, the midterms will go on. So you could go down there and mess with them people all you want. Okay? Now let's get back to Miss Guthrie. All right, let's see if there's any latest updates, okay? So, they're saying that they uncovered new footage because they summons the company who does the Ring camera on the door. So she didn't have a subscription. She let the subscription go because she didn't have an idea, oh, I'm going to get kidnapped, so let me keep my subscription going. You know, sometimes people let the subscription go, right? So, a new development is that the FBI has reported they recovered additional thumbnail security images from 3 separate cameras at Nancy Guthrie's home. Right? A follow-up reporting, these images show areas like the yard, the side yard, the pool area, and the exterior of the home in the days leading up to the disappearance. But so far, authorities reported that they have not found a major breakthrough in those images. So they just feeding us tidbits. Oh, here's some more images, but ain't nothing else happening though. We still don't know, child. Why? Because we looking over here when we should be looking over here. Okay? That's all it is. Oh, I got something in my eye. Hold on. So, hold up, yeah. All right, so they found new footage, and what? And nothing. They still giving the runaround. This lady been missing since February 1st. You know what they say? After 48 hours of solving a crime, the chances of you solving it gets lesser and lesser and lesser. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. How come they ain't figuring out stuff? They figure out everything else. They figured out what Diddy was doing. They figured out what Bill Cosby was doing. They figured out what Weinstein is doing. But you can't figure out who took this lady. You can't figure it out, can you? Because we're looking over here when we should be looking over there. You're not looking in the right places. Okay? Don't get me to start digging. Y'all ain't going to like it, what I come up with. Y'all ain't going to like it. Okay? Because I'm going to not look over here. I'm going to start looking over there. And I'm going to start in 2019. But anyway, let's get back to this. So, they found extra footage, and the footage led to what? Nothing. Nothing. So on the reward side, the FBI announced a reward up to $50,000 for information leading to Nancy Guthrie's recovery or arrest conviction of those involved. $50,000? I thought it was $1 million. What did it drop? Why did it drop? Y'all are getting cheap on a mother hugger? Oh, I see what it is. So the FBI is awarding $50,000. That's over there with Cockeyed in them. And the family's reward is up to $1 million. And that's what it is. Right? So, still no arrest, still no her found. The family is leading to nowhere. That investigation. The car, nothing. It is tempting. I wish I knew something spicy. I wish I knew something. Spacey. Okay, the media is upset on a personal level over Guthrie. Now T wants to take over a Legacy Media. Oh, why does he want to take over Legacy? Let's look that up. Let's see. Trump wants to take over Legacy Media. Why? Okay, let's see. Let's see what comes up. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let's look over there. Let's see. So why does he want to take over? He want to take over all media because he want to control what everybody's all saying. You see what they did to Cindy? Cindy, you posted cockeye. Cindy's coming in his pen. Cockeye. Man, you're looking to doggone well where you should really be looking, sir. You know where you should be looking, cockeye. This way and that way. This way and that way. Okay. So now. So they're saying that he wants to take over. The man that starts with a T wants to take over or weaken Legacy Media, and it helps him control the story about him, his policies, and the crisis. You know what the crisis is? The EpiPen files, right? So the pattern in reporting points to a few motives. First, the narrative control. Mr. T and allies are arguing that major outlets distort coverage, especially in war and politics. So everybody's discussing the war now. Everybody's discussing the war. Right? Hey, Kayla, everybody get your orange hearts. Everybody, we still on the Y. We on the X, we on the Y, we on the F to the BZ, we on the X over there with Mr. Musty, Mr. Musk. I'm sorry, did I call him Mr. Musty? Ooh. And we all over the place, so everybody come on in. All right. So now, thank you, Cindy. Wow, thanks, Cindy. Thank you. Let me change my gift gallery. I appreciate it so much, Cindy. Okay, let's light the gift gallery up. Okay, I think yesterday we got a uni. Oh, we got this gift gallery lit up. What is this? The whale diving. Oh man, I don't know. I'm gonna put it up there, y'all. I'm gonna put up the whale diving. But we just following. Look, we just following the gift gallery. Oh, I know I'm not getting that. I know. Well, I'll never say never. Let me stop. Look. Never think negative, y'all. Never think negative. Look what I just said. I know I'm not getting that. You know what I'm saying? I just put the negative undertone on myself. I don't do that, but I'm just following the gift gallery. We lit up everything else, and as you go along, it goes higher and higher and higher. Okay? So let's get back to Nancy Guthrie. All right? So we let's see how long we are. Let's go. We're gonna go for 2 hours on the Y to the TZ. And then we're going to get down and dirty over here because we're going to show some story times or whatever. And we can't show the story times on the Y to the TZ because, they got different rules. And I don't want to bring up clips and stuff like that. And plus showing it on, if you go over there and look, I got a whole background going on. You know what I'm saying? And a whole little encasement and stuff. So we can't really show this over there. All right. So let's get back to, what was he talking about? Okay, so he wants to control over there, Legacy Media, and any media he could get his hands on, because he wants to control the narrative of what everybody's all talking about, right? And, look what they did to Don Lemon. They didn't want him going into church and filming the protests and this and that. Are you Jean Grey? Oh, no, I'm not Jean Grey. Why you say that, Hancock? You remember Jean Grey? Jean Grey was a great artist. She was good. I wonder what happened to Jean Grey. I wonder what happened. She was very good at what she did. She just disappeared. Okay, so the White House. So we're talking about the Legacy meeting stuff. Just since y'all brought it up, anything y'all bring up, Miss Knockout. Wow, look at that. Thank you. Wow. W in the chat for Cindy. Yeah. Thank you so much. Bike pedals. You never miss knockout. Yeah. If y'all stay, now remember, everybody join the Discordification. Join the Discord, because if you want to know about a story, if you go around these streets, right? Let's see. Do I have a tab? It says the tab is what's the hot tea and hot topics, right? So under the tab, what's the hot tea and hot topics, you could put story under there. And if it's a good story, Miss Knockout will cover it because I'm always looking for stuff. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Cindy. Thank you, everybody that's tapping and sharing and hashtags and stuff. We're here on this beautiful Saturday. We're going to do story time later. We're going to come off the Y and all of that. We're going to do 2 hours over there, right? And when we come off the Y and all the other platforms, we're getting ready to get down and dirty over here because the clock lets us show some things. Other places, not so much, right? So thank you so much, everybody that's supporting the community, all right? Make sure you subscribe over there on the Y and the other places. I got to see how I look on the X. Let me go on the X and see how I look. Wait, hold on, y'all. Anybody go to the X? Why did he name that thing the X? I don't like that. Y'all like, stop calling it twit to the turn. Why are you calling that X, sir? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know he got a son named X, but come on now. I don't like that name. He ruined it. He ruined that place was like, it was good. It was good, and he just ruined it. But it's all good, y'all. I want to see how it looks on the X. Let's see. Oh, no. No, we're going to come off of here. Hold on here. I'm trying to see how it looks on the X. Wait, maybe I got to go. Okay, let me go in here. I think I'm already on the X. I just want to see how it looks, y'all. I want to see how it looks. Hold on. All right, we're going to get into some more stories. We're talking about why this dude wants to take over yet another media so he could control the narrative. You know, it's just like, you know, he just wants everybody to say everything good about him. He wants everybody to say, okay, I see what I did. I always got to sign into stuff, and that's what jams me up. Like, my passwords keep disappearing, y'all. I don't know what it is. It's confusing. It's confusing. Let's see. I think it's this one. Let me see what it is. No. Is it this one? Okay. I don't know. All right. I was trying to see how it looked on the X, but, you know, it's just, I can't get in there, y'all. I can't get in there. Oh, let me see. Am I signed in on here? Let me see. Let me try to sign on the X. I want to see what it looks like. Hold on. See, I went on there and I upgraded. And then, you know, I forgot what email I use. It gets so confusing, all these places and all these passwords. Everybody come on in. We're still here. Oh, this guy right in. This I'm right in. Okay, I got my blue little check on. The blue check, you know, you can buy a blue check. You could just buy the blue check, you know. Nice, let's see. I'm supposed to be live over here. Why am I not live over there? What happened? I'm supposed to be live over here too, y'all. Why I'm not live? Oh, I am live. Well, let's see how I look. You know. Let's see. I think I did a good job with my graphics and my design on my site. Did a good job. Yeah. Not a damn soul is watching, but hey, as the day goes on, maybe it'll accumulate more people. Over 2 hours. Okay, it's going on 2 hours, so. All right, y'all. You know, hey, you can't have everything, right? Just saying, yeah. So let's get into it. So we were talking about why this dude wants to control the media. It's obvious. It's obvious why he wants to control the media, right? Because he wants to control the narrative about him. He wants everybody to talk nice. And as we know, in society today, right? If you are out there and you put yourself out there, everybody ain't going to say stuff nice about you. I don't care how great an actress you are, how good an artist you are. They talk about everybody. They talk about Beyonce, this person, that person. Everybody can't say nice stuff about you all the time. But he seems to think that he can control the media, right? And make everybody say nice stuff about. Well, good luck with that, sir. Okay, especially with all the stuff you're doing. Right? So yeah, so he wants to take over legacy media because he wants to control the narrative of what's being said about him. Yada yada yada. What else is new? What else is new? All right. So let's see. So Air Force soldier claps back after tick to the clock posters are spreading lies, she said. So she's in the war. She said, well, these people look super young, y'all. Okay, so African-American Air Force soldier, her name is Dottie L.A., is speaking out after reportedly going viral amid misinformation about her time in the service. Okay, so she said that a TikTok account is reportedly spreading false allegations and misinformation and disparaging information about her. Specifically, I thought it was spreading about the Air Force, but it's her. And now she's reacting and she's spreading the truth. According to, they're saying that she took a bonus to enlist, and now she's afraid to go to war. Right? So they're trying to portray Dottie L.A. as somebody who was crying about her time in the military and wanting to quit after receiving an $8,000 sign-on bonus. So are they giving these soldiers $8,000 to sign on? Thank you for the 40K. Thank you so much for the 40K. Are they giving them a sign-in bonus to sign on of, I feel like $8,000 ain't enough if you ask me. Is $8,000 enough as a signing bonus to sign on? Okay, that's Chicago Bull, right? So she's saying that I never got a bonus to join the military, because I never heard of that. She said I never got a bonus. I joined about 4 years ago, and in the video they're saying I joined a month ago, and they're saying that I joined for money, and that is not the case at all. I have never heard of the military giving them a bonus for schooly squat. Okay, she says she's being targeted and that she's going to reportify that podcast for misinformation. So she says she never got a bonus. I never heard of them giving a bonus. I feel like they're not getting paid enough, right? So Blueface's got another woman pregos. Okay. What's up with these men? They getting women pregos after one after another. They popping them out like Orville Redenbacher, right? Do you not know about child support? Do you not know? Do you not know that money comes and money goes, and you're not going to have all this money forever, and you're going to have to be paying the child support, and you're going to be disgruntled at the woman because you got to pay, right? They got to give them, they give them all the time. Oh, yeah, they do? Oh, yeah? I didn't even know that. Yeah, some of the comments has filtered, y'all. Type the comment another way. Type the comment another way, y'all. Some of the comments. So Blueface got another woman pregnant. Her name is Navia Akira. So earlier this week, Navia Akira took to Instagram to share a carousel of photos showing off her baby bump, her young son, and other family moments. Also, I didn't know she had another kid. I guess she got another kid, which included Blueface. Furthermore, Akira captioned a carousel, forever gaining peace over chaos. Well, anytime you're in the limelight, once again, anytime you put yourself out there, there's going to be a little chaos. As much as you enjoy it, there's going to be people come in that's going to want to ruin it for you. You out there, you running around with Blueface, you getting all this attention. Now you got a child. That means another check maybe. And you got people sitting around and they're jelly. They are jellified. So it comes with territory. Right? So here goes some of the comments after she put that post up of the carousel, and it said peace over chaos. So here comes the comments, and it said peace over chaos, yet she's with one of the most chaotic persons on the internet. And then another comment wrote, little does she know her life is about to become most chaotic. And then another commenter wrote, the chaos is probably coming after Dear, don't worry. Blueface is always going to be Blueface. And then another poster wrote, congratulations, you got played for life. Now, I don't know. If I was in that position, maybe you shouldn't read the comments. Because when you pregos, the last thing you want to be is stressed out. Am I right or wrong? You back? Hey, Charlene, welcome back. Hey, Mississippi is here. Everybody's bouncing back and forth. Right? I'm getting ready to end the fire over there. I've been on over 2 hours. All right. So we getting ready to bring the post to the end. Okay. We're going to bring the post to the end. Not this one. Not this one. Shh. Talking to other people. Not y'all. All right. So we will be back very soon with Miss Knockout's Hot Topics. I hope you enjoyed it for today. And come and join me. Make sure you subscribe. And make sure you share it. All right, and make sure you come back and check out Miss Knockout on all platties. All right, and I will see you maybe tomorrow. We'll see if we feel like getting on tomorrow. All right, I hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and I will see you later.
Is the Miss Knockout Show on the airwaves? So like, if I share, if I bless, if I the flow. Is the Miss Knockout Show? Now you already know. Hot topics, music, info, and more. If you ain't tapped in, what you came here for? MKO got the vibe, that's a full takeover. From beast to biz talk, yeah, the queen stay in clover. Trending every lane, I'm the glow you can't block. When I drop gems, whole chat goes shock. We don't do brokeify, now we amplify. Stay blessed-ified, let the energy fly. Hit that tapify, keep it all in the flow. Cause it's the Miss Knockout Show. Knockout Show. Hot topics, beats and the glow. You rockin' with Miss Knockout. Let's go. Let's fly.